Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 7 of Let's Play The Council Blind. I'm just going to use this because before my face popped up, I noticed that we had a negative condition. Yes, so that's actually probably not a good place for my face to be, just because sometimes I get negative effects that sort of show, excuse me, where I am. So I might move it, so bear with me. I'm going to move it over here. I don't think anything shows up on the left side. Anyway, so we got our hand chopped off in the last episode. We were close, but then I think I definitely got the moon wrong, which I think was a bit silly because I misread it, and I actually ended up picking half moon rather than a quarter moon. But anyway, it doesn't matter. It's done now. What we do have is a lot of clues about the spear that we need to choose. So we need to pick pick a spear, and hopefully we pick the right one, the Spear of Longinus, so that we can defeat the devil. I'm sure there's a lot more. I'm sure there are many more clues in the house, but to be quite honest, I just can't be bothered to go everywhere and see where the NPCs are and stuff. So we're gonna have to. Right, so it's not that one. Because it has to be, we've confirmed the shape and the fact that it has to have a fish. Aha. About this one. This is spear-shaped.
This lance has got a blade in the shape of a spear. Its blade is an iron or steel, I think.
Yeah.
I can make out a rising sun engraved on the tip.
No, that's not the one. It has to have a fish. So we need to find the right one. No, that's not the right one. I'll just leave it straight away because the shape is not right. That's also not the right shape. Oh boy. Oh, that's the right shape.
I can see that this lance has the shape of a boar spear.
No.
The blade is partially coated in copper, and I can just make out the symbol of the Eye of Ra engraved on the tip.
No. That's not it. Oh my goodness. This is, that's not it. That's, oh, royal jelly. I'll take it actually, because I'm out of royal jellies, so,
The sarcophagus of Lord Mortimer. It's the only sarcophagus in this crypt which appears to bear the Mortimer family name. What ancestor can it be? There's no inscription. Let's see what we can find here.
oh, try to open it.
It's far too heavy. I'm not going to be able to do it on my own.
I can force it open. I need to know what's inside. Wait, he just lifted it? What the hell?
The sarcophagus of Lord Mortimer.
It's like...
Let's see what we can find here.
You know what, let's use... Next skill use is free. Let's do that one. I need to know what's in here.
Ha! Great. Now let's see what's inside.
Trait unlocked Vandal. Royal jelly, which is good. Is that it? Okay, we do have amber fragments and stuff.
The sarcophagus of Lord Mortimer.
No, okay. Right, we still need to find the right spear. It has to be in the shape of a spear. I mean, it could very well be that the fish is wrong, but it's in two different pieces of evidence, so I doubt it's wrong. I mean, we definitely know for a fact that it's the shape of a spear. That's like a boar shape, so that's not right. Wait, did we miss this one? Hold on.
I can see this lance has a spear shape.
Yes.
Is
And the fish.
copper-rimmed,
Yes.
and engraved with the symbol of the Christian fish on the tip.
This is the one. I'll take
I
it.
must be sure of my choice. I cannot get it wrong.
It probably will be wrong.
I'm absolutely sure this is the one to take.
Yes. Just go with it. I'm not going to go all the way back and try and look. Don't know what to do now. Oh, join your mother at the wharf. Something tells me that it's not going to be that easy because I think this is still chapter 4 and there's a whole chapter left. So, I think this is the best one. Like I said, you know, if I was really hardcore, I mean, to be honest, I'll be honest. If I had both of my hands, I would try and go for the best playthrough, and I'd go back to the mansion and look for more clues. But because I've lost my hand, I've also lost my motivation to go for the best sort of playthrough. So, yeah, whatever. I mean, so far this has gone really well. I mean, considering, you know, it's a really good game actually. I'm looking forward to reviewing it because there's quite a few things I've got to say about it. It's definitely one of the best sort of like choose your own adventure type games that I've played. So, oh, okay, lol. Yeah, that's fine. I did not find all the copies of the lands kept by Lord Mortimer. Okay, I've not found all the clues yet. Yeah, I mean that's not surprising. So, interesting that there were no alternate paths though. We've got 4 more points available. I could go with occultism, which I think would probably be a good thing to do. Validate, hold. Right, before I do that, sorry, I just got a message. Bear with me. Okay. Well, here we are, the last chapter.
I'm already pressed for time as it is. Mother's waiting for me on the wharf.
Ooh. I haven't found all the pages, lol. Nice. I mean, hopefully it's the right spear, because that would be the important thing.
De Richet, sticking your nose everywhere again.
Wow, what's the matter with him? Excuse me, monsieur. I don't follow you.
I haven't come all this way just to fail so close to the goal.
Why? What are you talking about?
I am talking about what you are doing. This conference is going to boost my career. There is no question of me letting you ruin everything.
Ruin.
I just surprised Piaget and Volner talking. You are about to rob Mortimer. Give me what you took from him, immediately.
Let's keep calm, please. I don't know what you're talking about. I'll have to cut this short, quick.
No, I'm not going to hit him. I've only got one hand.
Look, I don't know what you're going on about, and I don't have time for this right now.
Don't bank on getting rid of me so easily, De Richet. Where have you been?
Right, is he vulnerable to manipulation? Napoleon Bonaparte. Where is he? There we go. Okay.
Did Lord Mortimer tell you you could trust me?
Yes, but...
So, I might have disappointed you on the negotiation of your precious cannons, but Lord Mortimer believes I can still be useful. I'm working for him right now, and you're wasting my time with your questions. Look, if he hasn't taken you into his confidence, then you shouldn't know yet.
I'll soon figure out what you are up to. And I am convinced that you have indeed robbed Mortimer.
I haven't robbed Mortimer.
You took from him.
You know, this is becoming an obsession with you.
Show me what you are carrying, or I will call the servants.
Remind me, who did you hear making these alleged charges against me?
His Eminence Piaget and Monsieur von Volner were discussing them when I joined them.
And remind me, during the conference, which side were His Eminence and Mr. von Volner on?
Sir Gregory, But what has that got to do with it?
And did it not occur to you for a single instant that they might have been speaking about me in front of you on purpose? To manipulate you? I trust them to detect novices who are likely to be taken in, yes.
Those sons of whores. Ah, so that's how they see me.
Be careful to make sure the conference keeps on going ahead smoothly, though. Please. It would grieve me to have to report you to Lord Mortimer.
No, of course. I'll make sure those two bastards get what they've got coming. Right. We'll leave it there. I'm glad that things have been cleared up.
So,
Me too.
are we finished here?
Indeed we are. I shall leave you.
That's right. Go play somewhere else. See you later, monsieur.
We have to keep the lance. Oh my god.
I have to hurry up and join my mother at the wharf now.
Yeah, well, I'm trying. Oh no. We have to be careful. I'm not going to trust anybody. Not Emily, not President Washington. We're going to have to try and use as many of our items as we can. Now, I can't even remember, like, where the way out is. I think we just have to keep sort of... we just have to... I know where the exit is, I just don't know how to get there. That makes sense. No, wrong way. It's the other way we have to go. I think the game's going to try and sort of pressure me into certain sections. Sort of sequences, I should say. So I kind of know what's... Well, we're obviously going to have to try and convince everybody in some way, shape or form. So we've done Napoleon, there'll be von Volner, there'll be, you know, Emily, I'm sure, Washington and so on. So we have to sort of try and make the right choices. Oh, he's not there anymore. He's doing T-pose. Wait, can we get through here? Oh. Oh. I'm not going to speak to him. I think that would be not very smart. Oh, I definitely need all these. I wonder if I just miss these items or they respawn at certain random times. I don't know. But I'm gonna get them because I need them. So. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Uh-oh, it's mortar.
Louis, perfect timing.
As luck would have it.
Come, my boy. I would like to have a word with you.
Do I have to? Oh boy.
Come closer, please. It's time we had a little chat. I wanted you... Oh no, your hand. Damn it, no. So that's it. She is prepared to use you.
What do you mean?
It wasn't enough for her to lose her hand. She had to make you lose yours too. I cannot permit this to continue. Louis, it's time you found out the truth. I've been observing you since you arrived. I see you running all over the grounds in search of Sarah. I would like to prevent her from leading you even further down the wrong road.
That is?
The wrong road?
Louis, Sarah has made her own choices of her own free will, and I would like for you to have the same chance. You see, Sarah and I have known each other for a very long time, Louis. I am aware of her theory. About me, about Gregory, about the demons.
Say
She's
nothing.
right. Look at me. I have inhabited this body since 1191. For the last 602 years, I have been this dear William Mortimer.
Other questions?
You're the devil incarnate.
The devil? I'm not saying that all Judeo-Christian folklore hasn't served us, but the truth is, of course, Something quite
I mean, at least he's honest, to be
Never
fair.
look at it through the primitive prism of religions. I am not hiding any horns or goat's feet, Louis. I have no tail.
Why do you bring up folklore? You mean that you've taken advantage of people's beliefs?
No, not exactly. I mean that we in fact created them from scratch. It is amazing to see how mankind has such a strong need to believe in something superior to itself. It was very instructive for what was to come.
You've been Mortimer for 600 years? How long have the demons been among mankind?
Oh, I don't think I'd be lying if I said that we have always been here.
If I follow you, you must have witnessed some of the greatest moments in history.
You could certainly say that. Yes.
I mean, to be fair, he's quite honest. Like I said, it's the death of Christ.
You seem to be fascinated by Christ. You weren't him, were you?
Oh, no.
Seems quite nice for a
He
devil.
was my father, though. Strange as it seems.
I beg your pardon? Am I dreaming? Ugh, please tell me I'm dreaming.
We should have the chance to talk about all that again later, but... Yes,
So Jesus was
he
his father.
my father. All the mythology surrounding Jesus of Nazareth really stems from my father's prideful need to show himself among men.
What the hell?
Did you know ancient Egypt?
Oh, yes. We were gods on earth in those days.
What did men call you then?
Amenhotep IV.
The 10th pharaoh of the 18th dynasty?
Ooh, I see you're a connoisseur, Louis. Impressive.
Did you know ancient Greece?
In many ways, yes. One day Pericles, the next Parmenides. Just the memory of the time I spent working on acoustics with Pythagoras. Well, it moves me quite deeply, to tell the truth.
Pericles. He's the one who brought Athens to its golden age, isn't he?
In a way, yes.
He established democracy and then died during an epidemic. It wasn't so long after his 2 sons passed away. Isn't that right?
Excuse me, Louis, I would rather not relive any more of that, if you don't mind.
Aw, poor demon.
Did you experience ancient Rome?
Oh, yes. Luxury and decadence, Louis. My family did indeed reign supreme, but from this period I retain only the works of my friend, Marcus Vitruvius Pollio.
I've noticed that you have a passion for the Crusades.
Among other things, yes. Mainly the third. It was during the siege of St. Joan of Arc that I took possession of Lord Mortimer.
And you've never changed skins or bodies since?
I have used other envelopes, but only to carry out very short tasks. Apart from that, indeed, I have been able to retain the identity of William Alexander Mortimer throughout the centuries.
Okay, that's kind of an unexpected twist of events.
And you truly have the power to manipulate the thoughts of men.
That's right. Every demon has the capacity to infiltrate the minds of men and to read and steer.
Talk about
their
bloody
thoughts.
plot twist.
And what do you do with this power?
We help them, of course.
Rubbish.
And how is it you help men exactly?
Let's just say that without us, man would probably never have left his cave. Fire, the wheel, tools, writing. We are the spark that inspires man to search, to grow, to evolve.
Can you tell me more about your capacities, your supernatural
I'm intrigued. I'm really
powers?
intrigued.
Supernatural? From my point of view, they are perfectly natural. Well, Louis, just because the monkey does not fly doesn't mean that we should consider the bird a supernatural creature.
That's very
We are
true.
all part of a grand design. We are simply made like this. By developing our art, we are able to read thoughts as well as write in the minds of men. It is possible for us to make them bow to our desire, but it doesn't work without leaving some scars.
This is fascinating.
Lucifer, the fallen archangel, left heaven accompanied by 133,306,668 angels. Is it true that there are that many of you?
No, I assure you, Louis. Forget your Bible class. It's ridiculous. We are not angels. We don't have wings. There is certainly nowhere near 1,000,000 of us. And for that matter, no sacred human text represents us correctly. There are several families, and the family to which I belong has 8 siblings, including Gregory and myself.
Sir Gregory is your brother?
Yes, what can I say? You can't choose your family. But it is very difficult to know exactly how many of us there are, because a large number of our kind remain hidden, or never reveal themselves even to us.
This is so fascinating. Why tell me all this? That's what I'm
But
thinking.
why me?
Why do I tell you about the greatest secret ever revealed to man?
That's right.
I'm coming to that. Don't worry.
What has my mother got to do with all this?
She embarked on a crusade many years ago to kill all the demons.
That must have upset you. I imagine you retaliated.
No, I'm afraid she never forgave me.
Forgave what?
We met when she was still just a young woman. I appeared to her in a different form because I didn't want to reveal the identity of Lord Mortimer at that time. She was looking for someone interested in the occult to decipher an ancient book. We spent many years together, until I revealed my true nature to her.
And then?
What happened next?
She felt betrayed, manipulated, tricked. We had an argument. She rejected me, and then she simply disappeared. Just after that, she joined the Order and began to relentlessly hunt us down.
What are the demons' projects for humanity?
Our aim has long since been to protect humanity from itself. On the other hand, although we give them the impulse to succeed, we don't all agree as to the path they take to achieve it.
How would you qualify your species, scientifically?
Good question. What is your area of expertise?
Oh. Well, I'm actually a chemist, funny enough, in real life, so chemistry does not come up. But I'm going to go with physics because that's something I'm quite interested in as well. So I'll do physics.
I'd say physics.
So, consider us like the mechanical vibration of fluids.
You mean sound?
That's right. The physical properties of acoustics are very similar to those of our abilities. Imagine us as something like waves.
Okay, that doesn't help me at all.
Why should I trust you?
I'm not asking you to, Louis. If you are still in doubt about the demons, I can assure you that won't last long.
Lol. Is that a threat? Oh, I can't ask him that anymore. Damn. I've asked him everything. Oh my goodness. Right.
Continue.
Louis, it's time you opened your eyes. Come, you'll soon see.
After you.
What's going on behind him? Lol. Yeah, is there a connection with
What
Elizabeth?
happened to Elizabeth Adams have anything to do with you?
Unfortunately, the poor girl became an issue between us, in spite of herself. A family of demons is still a family, and as in all families, there are disputes. Elizabeth's family, the Adams, has always been under the patriarchal control of my father. As
Jesus,
he
great.
and myself are not really on very good terms, sending poor Elizabeth here was terribly rude of him, really.
You did accept, though.
No, I would say rather I was presented with a fait accompli by Gregory and went along with the intention of helping her. But this is my castle, and everyone is the master of their own home.
So,
Voice in Elizabeth's head. It was you.
It was my father, to be precise.
oh my god.
If you could manipulate us mentally, what's the point of all the theatrics? of the
Exactly.
conference?
You must suspect that we asked ourselves that very same question. For many centuries, we didn't organize any conferences, and most of the time, it ended in civil war between demons. Many of us were killed during this period. The idea of organizing conferences was the answer to everything. The interest being to erect some rules among ourselves. Our family first divided up all the principal countries of the world. Now, whenever one of us wanted to propose a major change between these countries, They summon the demon in question and initiate a conference. The demon that initiates the proposition doesn't have to give notification of the subject of the conference beforehand. Consequently, we participate along with our best assets. Once the humans are brought together, the conference begins, but we are forbidden to use our talents to influence the participants. The first meeting is held in order to expose the subject to all the participants, followed by several days of reflection, during which we are allowed to be persuasive, but not to impose.
This is so fascinating.
The second meeting closes the conference with a final vote.
So, for you it's a game, isn't it?
I understand your remark, but after living several centuries, you stand back and enjoy what reflection and pleasure you can.
But how do you agree on global policy?
Locally, we often have competing interests, and sometimes we start wars between men which are linked to our disagreements. Most of the time, our father steps in and gives directives, which my family follow to the letter. Indeed, in my opinion, it is high time we moved on.
What do you mean?
I mean that a new era must begin. The old monarchic regimes are outdated, and it's time to evolve.
Okay.
So, von Borchert, he was looking for the Al-Azif for you.
Exactly. Al-Azif has always belonged to my family, Louis. And with good reason. My father wrote much of it. Can you tell me what you've done with...
What, you mean the Al-Azif?
No, I already know that. Sarah came here with it and got rid of it. I was thinking of von Borchert. He isn't essential, but he is a trusted person.
He's a prisoner at our headquarters in Paris.
All right.
All right.
I hope I've answered all your questions, Louis. Come, I've something to show you.
There is one question that remains to be answered. Why me? Why tell me all of this?
Oh, haven't you guessed yet?
I don't want to say he wants to retrieve the spear. What's he immune to, actually? Where is he? I always can't find the name straight away. There we go. He's immune to science. Okay, so we're not doing science then. Conviction. He needs the support of the Order. I can see where he's going with this. Does he want to make us, like, part of... Like, he wants us to be a devil. Essentially, he wants to give us the powers to join because we've got so much influence. I'm not going to mention the spear at all.
I've got an idea, but it might seem stupid.
Trust me.
Am I one? I mean,
All
am I
that.
a demon?
Would you like that?
No!
No, I don't think so. I'm just a man, and that's fine with me.
Look, we are of the gods, Louis. Always.
So we're a demon?
You, as much as me, you are one of us, Louis. You too are a demon.
Are you serious?
You
Oh my
know
God.
it. Deep down inside, you know I am telling you the truth.
Well, what-
Where do you think that natural, charismatic presence comes from? Your talent must already have manifested itself
Yes.
somehow.
The visions.
Have you ever had any visions?
No, stop it. It's
Have
absurd.
you never found yourself suddenly inside someone else's body without knowing why?
Yeah, inside Emily's.
Asleep, maybe? That's how it often happens the first time. Your spirit wanders unconsciously.
My mother can't have lied to me about that.
It's true. Your real mother would never have lied
I-
to you,
What do you mean?
Louis. I would rather you found this out from her own lips, but it's important that you
What
know
is going on? Mind
Sarah
blown.
is not your mother.
What?
I'm sorry you had to find out this way, Louis. But you must know the truth before you commit an irreparable act.
No, no, it's not possible.
You are my son.
Liar!
Oh my god. Lol.
Well, well. So now you're his bastard. You really took me for a fool. Don't make a move, you clowns!
Everybody keep calm.
Don't say a word or I'll shoot your kid! Not so clever now, are we? At last I found a way to put the pressure on you, Mortimer.
Look, just calm down, monsieur.
You stopped me from ending it all. Because of you, I've had to pay for it. You don't know what it's like. He's in your head. He's in your soul. I never want to feel that again.
Jack, I did not betray you.
You're just like him!
I'd also like to know what's
Monsieur
happening.
Peru, I don't even know what this is all about.
It's quite simple. You're like them!
If that's enough to make me unforgivably evil, then I'd prefer you shoot. But I don't feel as if I've changed. I'm still the same man I was an hour ago.
They will corrupt you. It's inevitable.
And I won't be able to resist, like you are now.
Well...
Give me the benefit of the doubt. Think about it a moment.
So, what are you gonna do now? You've just found out your true nature. What difference does it make?
Oh, everything's +1. See that
you,
one?
Jack, how does it make you feel?
It changes everything.
Well, why?
Damn
How
it.
am I responsible for it?
I never said you were. You two are his victim, Louis. But it makes no difference to me. If I let you go, you will proliferate. I must stop all of you. And too bad for me if I have to die for it. You're just like him. You are already. You can't see it, or you don't want to see it, but it's already too late. In fact, I haven't got any choice.
You always have a choice. You know very well what will happen to you if you shoot me.
Ooh, your daughter will grow up without a father. I would be a good demon.
You're going to be held accountable, and you will lose everything, starting with your freedom, and then your head.
I told you, I don't care.
Not about yourself, maybe, but what about your daughter? It wouldn't be the same for her, would it?
Shut up! Shut up!
She will be alone, in a world that you know is hostile. What will become of her?
That's true, but...
Don't abandon her. Not a second time. It's your last chance, my friend.
Aw.
It's over. Come now, Mr.
You know what I told you. Evil and good depend on you, and not on your nature.
Yes, it's true, and the same holds true for all of us.
Monsieur Peru, I am willing to overlook this latest scene. You can thank my son for that.
This
I
is so
conclude that
much.
You ought to take your leave for your good and ours, as well as that of your daughter.
This is so crazy. Like, the plot of this game just took a massive twist. And I don't know what to think, because at first... So, I have to just stop it here for a second, because it's all a bit nuts. So, the plot of the game was already really good, right? This is before all of this started to come to light. And then it started to make sense. So the whole, they're demons, blah, blah. And then you think sort of the natural course of events is, right, we need to try and get the spear out of the castle, and then we have to kill the demons or something like that. That's what you think, right? And then this happens, and Mortimer just very calmly says, yeah, this is the truth, this is who we are. But not only that, demons aren't actually evil as you would portray them to be. They're very highly evolved species, I guess you can call them. They're not actually evil. So that begs the question then, sort of I don't even want to call it morality, but if that is true, and we are a demon, forget the fact that we're Mortimer's son, that's kind of not really important given the grand scheme of everything that's been revealed. Is it really, do I really want to kill them? Like, if what he says is true, which I actually believe, that it's the demon's influence that allowed humanity to evolve, what would killing them actually achieve? And also, I don't know. This is really weird. I don't know what to do. I'm genuinely very confused. No, not back to menu. What am I doing? I mean, I kind of do want to... I don't know. I'm just going to play it by ear and see what we're going to do. Also, I'm going to turn the light on because it's very cloudy. Just check my messages real quick. Real quick. Can't speak now because of the excitement. Why is my... One sec. turn the light on a little bit. Yeah, because it's the light levels are starting to go down now because it's winter, which I like. I like that sort of nice low light, and it means I can turn my LEDs on. Right. Let's carry on.
Not too shaken up. You've experienced many significant events since your arrival.
That's an understatement of the bloody century.
You can say that again.
For now, I think you ought to find Sarah, my son. You ought to talk things over with her.
So she's been lying to me all along?
I don't think she's been lying.
Let her justify herself. What's done is done. Sarah must explain herself. You must clear the air. We'll have all the time we need to talk afterwards. But all in good time. Before you join her, I'd like to give you something.
The Spear of Longinus.
I would like to introduce you to your first talent.
What do you mean?
Open your mind, my son. Relax. You hold immense power. It's already there, inside you. Empty your mind of all thoughts. Just let me show you the way.
I should relax.
Open your mind. Hear my voice. Feel the vibrations and listen to what has been happening to you deep inside, but which you have been concealing. Trust yourself. It's all already in there.
I can hear something.
Now breathe.
It's a sound, very faint.
That's right. Concentrate on it. My voice is growing fainter, but I am here.
Whispers, words, mixed voices.
Focus on one of them. Don't be afraid.
I sense a stream. Some words are clear, but not all of them.
Let them enter into your mind.
I hear them. Now I can hear a clear voice.
Well done, Louis. Congratulations.
What was it?
You are now able to read people's minds.
What?
You heard me. From now on, whenever a human speaks to you, you will be able to read their current thoughts.
I want to be a demon.
So, if you need to know something in particular from someone, all you have to do is make them think about it.
Yeah, it would be a violation of their privacy.
But it'd be a violation of their most intimate thoughts, wouldn't it?
To begin with, there's nothing obliging you to do it. You already had the ability without even knowing it. I just gave you the option of putting it into practice if you want.
I like
Moreover,
Mortimer.
It would be wrong to evoke morality here. Every species is different, Louis, and this is the way we are made. That's all there is to it. You are free to use this talent or not. And what's more, it will be up to you to decide what to do with the thoughts you read. That is where the values of right and wrong do come into play.
That's true, actually.
There are also a few rules you need to know that govern this talent when used between ourselves. You can read the thoughts of demons as well as of humans. But be careful. A demon more experienced than yourself will know that you are spying, and will often react quite violently. It's considered bad form to play around the psyche of another demon. It's a question of courtesy. But let's be clear. What is most considered bad form is getting caught. So I would advise against trying to read the thoughts of Gregory, for example.
Home?
Yes, the old grump is touchy, and rather a stickler about the conventions. On that note, go and see Sarah, Louis. Otherwise, she might leave without you. We'll continue this discussion later, if you want. Just join me in my study when you finish.
Thought reading. You're now able to hear the superficial thoughts of your... Oh no, I can't see because of my big head in the way. Of course... Oh, I'm going to have to move my thing again. Oh. Right, bear with me. Let me see how I do this. Right, camera options, move camera display. Okay. Right, you're now able to hear the superficial thoughts. Each use of mind reading costs 1 essence point. You can earn 1 back when confronted to an immunity, 2 by exploiting a vulnerability, and 3 by consuming a devil's thorn. This is so cool. I'm off. Yeah, I'm not going to read his thoughts.
You're right. I need to go now.
I'm not going to call him father.
See you later, Lord Mortimer.
One more thing.
He was going to say,
If you want to
call
know
me
the
father.
truth
Okay.
about your birth, ask her about Paris, 1763, at 12 Rue des Martyrs. That's where she disemboweled your mother to steal you from me.
So that's why she doesn't want to talk about that Paris event. I mean, I believe him. I actually believe Mortimer.
It's not that I regret all these discussions, but I must hurry to the wharf.
Like I said, I believe everything he said, but it's more like, what sort of choice do I want to make now? Sort of thing. Like, do I want to join Mortimer? I mean, I've got the spear. I don't know what to do. This is such a, like, how do you digest all of this? I know I've been here and it's probably nothing mega useful, but I still want to check it out. Do you see what I mean? It's like, how do I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I'm so confused. Oh, Emily.
Oh no! No, Mother!
Louis, it was an accident, I'm sorry. I didn't have a choice. She attacked me. I didn't want to hurt her.
What happened?
I was on the wharf. It was dark. She seemed to be preparing to depart. I moved closer. I wanted us to talk, but as soon as she saw me, she threatened me.
This is really
I wanted
bad.
her to explain to me in her own words what had happened to Emma. I had to know what happened, Louis. You understand that, don't you?
Oh, I'm definitely going to have to use this.
Is it really for him that you left me, Emily? That's pathetic. Look, he still doesn't get it, for crying out loud.
Emma? Bitch.
Oh, the bitch! We picked the wrong one! Oh no! We picked the wrong one! I thought I made the right choice! Oh no! What do we do? Does she have the gun?
Is it really for him that you left me, Emily? That's pathetic. Look, he still doesn't get it, for crying out loud.
Oh, what a bitch!
Emma? Bitch. Bitch.
What? Louis, what's wrong with you?
No, you are not Emily.
Ah, that. It took you long enough to figure it out, though. Oh, I felt sorry for you when I saw you couldn't even recognize her, Louis. What do you expect? It wasn't my fault. Was it perhaps that night we spent together after the conference that persuaded you that I was worth more than her?
Mindfuck completely!
Oh, you still don't get it. The night of the conference? It wasn't poor Emily who paid you a little visit in your room. Oh, she was much too busy with Monsieur Bonaparte.
No, that's not true.
It was me, of course. I assure you, you got something a whole lot better. And when I think she wasn't even armed when I arrived. Right. Take a moment to think and meet me at the manor later.
You're crazy.
Now, Louis, don't push it. I understand your grief, but I won't put up with that sort of talk from you or anybody. If he says one more word, I won't be around to satisfy any of his desires.
But you've lost your mind.
That's enough. That's not how you talk to a lady.
Strangle the crazy woman! No, let her go.
I'd like to be alone, madam.
That's all right. I'd rather that too. See you later, Louis.
Oh no! This is just... wow, okay. Complete and utter mindfuck once again. Oh no, I did not arrive in time. Oh no. I did not stop Lady Hillsborough from shooting Sarah the Riche. I did not find out about Sarah the Riche's lie. Oh no! This is like the worst ever outcome. This is just so bad. This is awful. Oh no! Oh no. Well, I can't even equip those manuscripts. Oh. Unworthy son. Oh no. This is just going really bad. Convictions cost 1 more effort point. But you do gain 1 more in occult. You let us kill Sarah the Riche. Oh, but I didn't really have a choice. There was, I mean, to be fair, I think if I didn't spend as much time talking with Lord Mortimer, then I think I could have had time to go, you know, to the thing. So if you speak too much, oh, poop.
Rational and open. I spent my whole life swimming in lies. Emily, what a waste. I feel like I know nothing. That I have to learn everything all over again. I'm a demon. I age more slowly. I can mentally manipulate people. I don't even know if it's a good thing or a curse.
I think that's a good thing. I think. It's good.
No, this is an advantage. I could get used to this pretty quickly, I think.
I love how he just changed this
What
tune.
a mess. Come on, man up, Louis. I'm still the same old me. Demon or not, I'm still in charge of my actions.
Which, that's the important thing.
His father, I know nothing about. Yes, I've still got a lot to learn. It's enough to drive you crazy. Everything I believed in, nothing holds true anymore. Pull yourself together, man. I need to find some answers. There's no way of being alone for a minute?
Lol. I mean, to be honest, I'm just going to embrace it, because it's not going to change anything. I've got the Spear of Longinus, but, you know, I'm not going to use it. Who gives a shit?
Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here.
I mean, Sarah's
Lovely
dead.
lectures Mortimer's giving to his guests.
We've got this
Very
power.
jolly.
We might as well use it, you know. And like I said, the important thing is that we are in control of our own actions. And I think that's the thing that makes me want to keep this power. If it was something else that was controlling me, then yes. But it's not. We are a demon, you know. It's not an external thing that's influencing us. It's just a species that we are. So it becomes one of us, and I think it just makes sense to embrace it. So, yeah, let's. Oh, gives 3 essence points, not yet. So you know what? Let's embrace it. Hello. Go and answer the door. Okay.
Good day, Louis. I think it would be good to talk. How are you feeling?
I don't know.
I understand. I heard that William spoke to you at last about our nature and our family. It's a good thing, but you must be a bit shaken up.
That's the least you can say.
I bid you welcome among us, Louis. Knowing William, he probably didn't go into any detail about our family, so if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask.
Yes, let's read his mind. We're going to get so scolded. Yeah, how long have we been in existence?
How long has our family been in existence?
We have been here since the very beginning.
What do you mean, exactly?
Are you trying to get information from me?
No, not at all. I was just wondering why that particular question seemed to disturb you.
Let us not insist, then. You yourself weren't very convinced by the question, it seems.
Okay.
How many of us are there in the family?
We are 8 brothers and sisters.
Why brothers and sisters?
What do you mean by brothers and sisters if we can change bodies?
You reason with logic. We have retained the human habit. When we first come into this world, we retain a certain attachment to our first envelope. If we are born as a man, we are brothers. If we are born as a woman, we are sisters. But I must admit, it has absolutely no real importance. They're just
Gender neutral.
Well, tell me then, Are there any other families like ours?
There are officially 7, but we're the oldest and therefore the most powerful.
What's Lord Mortimer's problem?
I think he allows himself to be devoured by a need for recognition.
Has he always been like that?
More or less, but thinking about it, I believe that the birth of our latest sibling greatly accentuated his discomfort.
Do you think he's jealous?
I didn't realize you were so good at behavioral analysis. Indeed, William certainly is prone to jealousy. Finding one's place, notably in the eyes of our father, is not easy, and we each do what we can to succeed. But I can't justify this perpetual rebellion against our rules.
Is there a head of the family?
You'll see. You'll meet them all, of course, when you are ready. They created us and set out the rules, especially our father. As for our mother, she retired from the political stage. We don't see her much anymore. I think that all these questions simply bore her.
I see. There is still much to learn.
Yes, it's true. You've got some catching up to do, my boy. One thing you must understand regarding any disagreements that might arise between William and myself is his position with regard to mankind.
What do you mean?
Well, for centuries we've been trying to help and therefore preserve humanity. Monarchies are simple and practical. They enable us to inspire humanity efficiently, and I can't understand why William wants to replace them with democracy.
Oh God, I'm gonna have to get political here. I like democracy, but at the same time, I think autocracy. I think both systems. Right. I think both systems are equally good as each other. I think democracy has its problems, and I think, you know, the issue, like the good thing about democracy is that everyone has a say, so that's good, and I agree with that. The bad thing about democracy is, of course, is that it slows things down, because when you have democracy and everyone has a say, you end up with, you know, generally speaking, you end up with still with a large proportion of people in opposition, right? I mean, take Brexit, for example. I'm in the UK. People voted 51 in favour, 49 against. So even though democracy won and Brexit won, but you still got literally half opposition that were opposed to it. So in other words, yes, you know, you need a large majority for democracy to work, is what I'm trying to say. And I think you need, in my opinion, at least 65, 70%. You need an absolute majority rather than just a simple majority for it to work. Autocracy, the problem with autocracy is that, yes, you could end up with a nut job, and that's a bad thing. But you could also end up with, you know, a good leader, and things get done very quickly. There's, you know, things generally work very well in the system. There's less bureaucracy. So there are pros and cons to both systems. I'm going to go with... I'm going to go with my father is wrong. I'm going to try and sort of go in Gregory's favour. I'm sort of... And the reason why I'm saying that is also just relevant to real-life events right now, is that democracy isn't exactly working. We have a government that's absolute shit. Nothing's getting done. And even though, you know, we live in a democratic system, nothing's working. Who knows? Maybe an autocratic society would have been better. Who knows? King Charles might actually end up doing something rather than this zombie government. So I'm going to go with my father is wrong.
Well, if our goal is to direct the future of humanity, it'd work out easier through a monarchic system rather than a democracy.
I see you're a quick learner. From now on, you know the fence that separates William from the rest of the family. If only he would stop steering the destinies of certain countries like France or the United States of America in such a dangerous direction. It has taken centuries for our family to establish relative peace between demons. Thanks to this policy, we have been able to decide everything by confining the other families to subordinate roles. And now William is obsessed with disrupting everything.
Peace between demons? What do you mean?
I'm not talking about conflicts within our family. If that was all there was, everything would be fine. But several other families, younger but nonetheless powerful, are trying to upset the balance. At present, we dominate most of the major countries around the globe. But some families are pushing, via less influential countries, to gain ground. Do you understand?
As best I can, yes.
When the time comes, you must take up a position on the political chessboard. I only hope your father doesn't take you down with him.
Am I in danger?
Are you trying to warn me that I'm in danger?
That, Louis, will be up to you to choose. Most of all, make sure you don't pick the wrong side. William has had all the time he needs to think about this. You do not. I'm sorry to say this, but this first choice might well be of capital importance to your future. I want you to make an informed choice. Now go and see your father, see what he has to say, and then think it over very carefully.
That's exactly what I intended to do. Thank you, Uncle.
Don't mention
Uncle?
it. If I've been able to help you in any way, go now.
I mean, the problem with... This is the thing, right? True democracy is a good thing, but the problem is we don't actually live in a true democracy. Like, you know, we vote for a government in the UK, you know, once every 4 years or 5 years, whatever. And once you vote one person in, the amount of policies that they dictate that you have no choice over is kind of stupid because things change all the time, right? The country doesn't remain the same in 4 years' time. So you vote someone in once, in one occasion, and then they basically make so many decisions without your input at all, especially very important ones, you know, that affect your life on a daily basis, or many people's life on a daily basis. So, you know, we have this illusion of democracy, I think, which doesn't work, in my opinion. I think it just slows things down. True democracy is good. I mean, you know, we have the technology nowadays, you know, with the internet and with computers and everything like that. We have the opportunity to basically do mini referendums about everything. And why can't we? You know, gone are the days of sending bits of paper to people's post. You can do it online, and you can vote on policies, you know, and I think that would be true democracy if it was properly controlled. And I'd be 100% in favor of it, having a say on, you know, your community and everything that happens. But I don't like the democracy that we have now, which isn't the true democracy. It's kind of fake democracy, and it's sort of perpetuated as, oh, look, everyone has a say. And I'm like, yes, you've got to say once every 4 years, and then that's it. You know, laws get made within those 4 years. Is it 4 years or 5 years that we have general elections? I think it's 4 years here. I should know, but I don't know. We've just changed prime minister so many times the last few years that I've lost track of what the system's like. Lol. I want to enter and see what's going on with Emma, the nut job.
We have to talk.
I was just wondering.
Oh, what's she smiling for?
Right. I shall begin. It's going to be an awful lot for you to take in on just one day, but I must tell you that I'm a demon too.
Excuse me?
I know that you are too. Gregory told me everything during my convalescence. And that isn't all. I'm also Mortimer's daughter. You understand what that means, I hope. That's right. I am a demon too. And I am your sister. And we also slept together. But don't be too hard on yourself.
Yes, but we didn't know.
It's a bit unnatural when you think about it, but then you couldn't know. This way at least, everything stays in the family. It's for the best. It mustn't prevent us from living out our affair in the open, however.
Our affair? Have you lost your mind?
I'm far too soft on you. I'll let you have everything, of course. So don't be nasty, if you don't mind.
She's not all there. It's plain to see. Yes, true. It's been a long day.
Yes. You ought to get some rest. You can sleep there. You know that, right? Although, thinking about it, best remain discreet for the time being. We shall go see Father later and tell him everything. Of course, he'll be disappointed because he bet it would be Emily, I think.
Whoa.
She is completely
She is absolute
mad.
nut job.
But I think he will be proud of me when all is said and done.
She's talking to herself. She can't even see me.
He loves me. Oh, he loves me not. Yes, we'll have to tell Father all about this. But I don't want to live on this island. It's too cold.
There's no point in insisting anymore. I'm going, Emma.
Yes, I'll see you later. La 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 Louie. La la la.
Okay. Right. Anywho, let's move on. So is everyone a demon then? Which kind of makes sense. Oh, we can't see him then. Wait, is even the Pope a demon? Lol. Wait, whose room is this? Oh. Well, he's not a demon, actually. Can we just unlock it right in front of him?
Great. Honey.
Lol.
Leave me, Derishay. I want nothing more to do with you. I'll have left within the hour, and I wish never to see you again for the rest of my life.
That's rather harsh. Does he not want anything to do with demons then?
Dear Monsieur...
Oh.
There's space left. I'll retrieve it later.
Ooh, Devil's Thorn. Oh, we don't need it. That's so interesting. I can't believe the story just... Okay. Hello.
Pardon me, monsieur, but I have work to do.
Oh. Is George Washington a demon as well then?
Louis, busy as always, I see. How lucky you are. I must admit I'm trying to kill the boredom myself.
I get the impression we're all in the same boat.
And here I was thinking you might have some juicy gossip.
Well, I'm a demon.
Me? No, nothing at all. And you?
I would like to be able to say yes, but it's been dead quiet. The only one with anything to say is Duke Manuel. But with that accent of his, I don't understand a word he says. It's exasperating.
Right. I've wasted enough time. I'll keep our conversation to myself, Mr. President. Anyway, I must be going now.
See you later, Louis.
Whose room is this? Oh, that's the tower room, or Elizabeth's room. I don't need to go there. Ooh, von Volner.
Why is his study in such a mess? Looks like Volner's planning something. The chemistry set.
We've already seen
That's
this,
not
though.
surprising coming from von Volner. A fragment of amber.
Ooh! How did I not examine that? Okay. Oh, it's probably because there was a cutscene and we kind of got startled, that's why.
Hey, a Russian ruble.
I don't even know what these coins do.
What would be worth
I have no idea. But this is so interesting. Like, the plot, just complete mind-blowing. I have to give them credit for it. I want to see the Pope. Whose room is this? Oh, there he is.
His
Lol.
Holiness awaits my report. I haven't the time. His Holiness awaits my
I wonder...
report.
I don't know. Let's go to the study and speak to Mortimer. I know I could probably go off and speak to others downstairs, I'm sure, but I kind of want to progress the story, really.
Louis, I was sure you would stay. I'm proud of you. You've made the right choice. You must have been disappointed not to have been able to speak to Sarah one last time. I would have liked her to tell you herself.
Well, I guess I'll never know now.
True. Even so, there is one more thing I haven't told you about her. Sarah was my daughter.
What? But why didn't you tell me the truth about her?
I thought that might be too many truths to absorb at one time.
I'm not surprised anymore now.
Afterwards, you were in a hurry, so I made a decision. You've been able to understand and choose for yourself. How do you feel?
Hard to say.
Overwhelmed.
Confused about everything? I have to admit, it's been a lot to take in such a short amount of time.
What could be more normal? It may have been a bit brutal, but you've just grown up in a very short space of time. From now on, you can influence your own future. I will guide you. We've all the time we need.
You're not the first to make me that offer.
What do you mean by that?
Your brother, Sir Gregory.
Gregory. Why am I not even surprised? What did he say?
I'm not going to read his mind.
I think he's worried about you.
Worried? Marvelous. That's just like him. You know, in a family like ours, we all have a role to play. And his is to worry about everyone else. Let me reassure you, there's no reason for him to worry about me.
And what's your role in this family?
Mine? Oh, I think they probably feel I'm the eternal naysayer, I suppose. I think one mustn't be afraid of change, and that it is healthy to challenge oneself at regular intervals. I don't impose anything on anyone. I'm just following my own path.
But where does it lead?
I suppose I should explain. For centuries now, demons have emerged in and around great leaders all over the world. But like true tyrants, they have governed with an iron fist in a studded glove.
That's the impression I get.
But you see, people's discontent is increasing, and they are too high up to hear it. They take themselves for gods. Sooner or later, the people will turn against us, just as they have in the past. Each time it's happened, many of us have died. We must master the humans, yes, but gently. And the best way of doing that is by allowing them a free choice, Louis.
You really are trying to liberate men.
Of course not entirely, no. It is easier to keep control over people who slumber than people who are oppressed. A man with nothing to lose is a dangerous man. Whereas, if you give him a roof, food, and entertainment, he will do whatever you want.
Very true.
The best way of getting them to achieve something is to make them think it was their idea. For that, they have to feel as if they are free.
Hang on. What do you mean?
Look at the United States. From the start, I introduced an idea that will change everything. The idea that everything is possible. Everyone can become someone. Is there anything more beautiful?
You mean it's not true?
Man
of course
can
it isn't.
move mountains when he believes it is in his own interest. And what nobler cause is there than his own freedom?
This is the thing. It's like there's a lot of resemblance, I think, of what's happening here in the game to actually real life as well. It's quite scary when you think about it because, like I said, it kind of goes back to what I was talking about, fake democracy, which I think we are now. And just to reiterate, I'm not for abolishing democracy and I'm not for autocracy, just that the current system isn't working because it's not representative of the people. Like I said, it's stupid to vote one person in at the time of their policies for 4 years and then letting them do whatever they want to do and you having no control. It's a fake democracy. Like, it gives you the impression that you're making a difference when in fact you actually aren't. And that probably explains why so many people don't vote. I mean, I personally vote, and I will vote in the next general election, but I'll be honest, I can completely understand why people feel disheartened, because you think, well, you know, I voted for a government, and then they've introduced all these laws that I had no say over, that I couldn't agree with after the fact, and you just think, well, you know.
Do you have any more examples?
Of course.
And what would you propose for women?
They must be given the right to work and to vote. Look, at the moment,
That's
they
good.
don't work. They take care of raising children. What a mistake. We have to get them out of the house. Make them work.
Well-
in this way, not only will they become consumers, but they will also delegate the job of education to the system. We
Oh,
could
wow.
guide humanity from a young age, Louis, don't you see? Today, we are wasting too much time.
Oh, wow.
What obscurantism! By harping on this concept of good and evil, guilt and redemption, look where men are now, locked up in beliefs that should no longer exist. It's time for men to rediscover themselves and to take control of their lives, as they really are, without any moral judgment.
Talk to me about slavery.
Well, take the slave trade, for example. It's an archaic practice that simply has to stop.
That's
Today,
good.
black slaves of America work for free and in unbearable conditions. Tomorrow, if you free the blacks and offer them work along with a salary, they will bless you for it. Then, they will be integrated into the system. They will be taxable. Once they are free, they will have to work for a roof, pay taxes, and feed their families. Maybe we could take away the civil rights of prisoners, for example. In this way, we'll keep control of all those who respect the system and benefit from the others as a workforce.
Tell me what you think about progress.
Progress is essential, Louis. It's the future.
What else?
Progress must liberate humanity from burdensome chores. Progress must replace man wherever his presence is not obligatory. It creates both the desire and the need. It will liberate women as soon as the machines are able to do all the chores in the home automatically. It will bring men together by bringing a faster means of locomotion. Look at the Cultural Revolution that
This is so scary.
But the most important of all has already been laid. The foundation stone. Freedom of speech. The First Amendment of the Constitution. There must be opponents to every project. So, above all, don't develop a one-track approach. Otherwise, man won't have enough room for expression to feel free. If man sees his chains, he will only want to break them. If we give men the feeling that they are free, I am convinced that they will exceed their limits. And it is only from that condition that humanity shall rise up.
But do you want to dominate or raise humanity higher?
I want it to advance. I want it to progress. Man is our vessel. If he progresses, then so do we. Wouldn't you like to know what we really are?
Who do you mean? Demons?
Yes, us. Our species. I've been searching for centuries, trying to find a way to explain the reason of our existence. But humanity has not yet evolved enough to make any progress on the subject. I am convinced that the sciences will bring that knowledge someday.
So, that's your objective,
Wow.
is it? To understand who we are.
Why not, after all? Still manipulation.
I understand your goal, but the change you propose is not really a significant one. It is merely more smoke and mirrors.
You must understand that we directly depend on men. Consequently, we have to do our utmost to help them progress and to prevent them from killing each other.
I was going to say, given the number of wars, it's not working. Why not impose peace?
As we have the power to influence their will, why not impose the desire to live in peace?
We do exactly that, on a regular basis. But a leopard cannot change its spots. When the person that you inspired dies, you have to start all over again with the next one. It's painstaking work, Louis. Our family clings to its privileges and to the past, and that's how they are putting us in danger. The time has come for change. Now that you know your true nature, there are still a few things I need to teach you.
What do you mean exactly?
A new skill, and not the least, Louis. It's about taking control of a person.
How is that
How do you
possible?
do it?
It's an animal resonance. How it works is still a bit unclear even to us.
Like a wave or a sound?
That seems the most likely, yes. In my opinion, demons are capable of tuning their psychic frequency to that of others. That is why, for example, I tend to surround myself with deaf and dumb servants. the servants dressed in black. I infiltrated them. I opened a channel between them and me, and then I deprived them of speech and hearing. This way, no other demon can turn them against me.
I don't see how I could do that.
I shall help you the first time.
Okay, let's not waste any more time.
I deduce that you're impatient to master what's in store for you. That is good. I thought I'd mix business with pleasure for this first time.
What do you mean by that?
The conference will come to a close shortly, as you know. Not that I'm fed up with archaic diplomacy, but it's time to ensure the success of this project. To make this happen, I would like Piaggi to inform the Pope he has changed sides.
You're going to use your powers to alter the votes?
The real game is about to begin, Louis. Up till now, the guests have been sizing each other up. From now on, it's time for Gregory and myself to play, as well as you yourself. Now, here is my plan. I would like you to join His Eminence in his room.
Just play along. We'll see when the time comes. Very well. And then?
You're going to have to trust me. What we're going to do is painless for the human you are going to invade.
Invade?
Yes. You're going to enter his mind and take control. You're going to influence his actions and his psyche. Make him speak, then concentrate. You must focus on him in order to feel his thoughts. Then, while speaking, you must link with him. Once you're done, you will naturally find your way to the source and enter into his thoughts.
But what if I fail?
Trust in your instincts. You just have to let yourself go. You have the skill.
This is
Let your
insane.
nature come to the fore. You'll see. If you fail, you'll be in for some light banter with His Eminence. That's all. There's nothing to be afraid of.
Very well.
Perfect. Go now. The Cardinal is in his room. You will have to write a letter to the Pope as if Piaggi had written it himself. In this letter, tell the Pope that whatever happens during the conference, he must follow my propositions. But be careful. In order to protect himself from counterfeiters, the Pope had Piaggi's hand tattooed with a symbol to be sure of his identity. You'll see when you're inside him. You'll understand.
We have to be
Once it's
inside the
written,
Cardinal.
Just
Great.
bring it back to me, and I'll send it off immediately.
All right. I'll take care of it.
I like Mortimer. I think I've changed my mind and I'm going to side with him. I'm not sure like I said, it's one of those things that you just think, wow, this game has just gone from like a 7 out of 10 to like a 9 out of 10. Just this last episode or two. It's just insane. But I think also what's insane is the mirroring of how a lot of this has actually happened, in real life today. Obviously, there's a lot of fiction with, the story involved and everything, with the demons and stuff. But it's just interesting how they've managed to amalgamate it with what's happened, what's happening in the world and how things have progressed through society, technology, and so on. It's fascinating. Really, really interesting. Really, really interesting. Yeah, I'm going to make a save here and carry on the next episode. So, very sad that the game will end soon, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of side with Mortimer, because unless I need to know more about Gregory's plans. Like, Gregory hasn't said anything other than he wants to maintain the monarchy system, which again has its upsides as well, but that's it. He has no future plan, whereas I think Mortimer actually has an evolutionary plan. So he does want to advance mankind because it's in his, in the demons' favor. Yes, it's not completely moral, but it's one of those the ends justify the means sort of scenarios, and that's sort of the question I have to ask myself: is it the ends justify the means, or do we want to go and stick with a monarchy system? I mean, both can be oppressive in their own way, to be fair. Like, monarchies have been in history. Not all, but a lot of them have been oppressive, and certainly not in the best interest of the population. But, depends on who you get, kind of thing. But interesting stuff. Very interesting. I don't know what to think. I'll see you in the next episode.